Stats. So here's where we're gonna get. So thermostat is one type of voltage, and they normally have like 5 wires on each thermostat. All right. So all I need is a couple of markers. All right. So I'm just gonna kind of break it down a little bit. So this is. Let me see how did it go? I'll start with the. This is a thermostat here. Then I'm gonna say the furnace and the AC unit. All right. Okay, let me see. Red, common, green, white, yellow. All right. Red, common, green, white, yellow. Red, common, yellow. Okay, this one I'm gonna put an O, O, O. All right, so I'm gonna get somewhere with this right now. Okay, guys. Um, so here's the way air conditioning works. All right, is that T is for thermostat. So you guys have a thermostat on your wall. You guys get hot or you guys get cold. You go to it, you turn it on, right? When you turn on your thermostat, every time you switch those little buttons, it sends power. It sends power. Like for example, let's say you were going to want to turn your heater on. This W represents heat. The G represents fan. The Y represents compressor, and the O represents reversing valve. All right, so let's say for example you guys are hot in your house. It's summertime. You want to turn the AC on. You go to your thermostat, and when you turn on your thermostat, what your thermostat actually does internally, it jumps this one, and then it jumps this one, and then it jumps this one. So it links all those wires together every time you turn it on, and then it sends power to those. This is a furnace, and this is an air conditioning unit. The furnace is a part of the system that blows the air. So I'm trying to cover a lot of stuff, so it might be a little bit hard to. But anyways, the furnace is the part that's inside the house that blows the air. You guys ever feel the air blowing? All right, that's the furnace or the air handler. All right, so I'll put furnace / air handler. And then the AC unit is the part that's outside. You know that you guys ever see those motors that are outside? So that's that one. This is the one that's indoor. This is outdoor, and then the thermostat. These 3 things link together to turn on your air conditioning system. Okay. When the way we link this one to this one to this one is through this wire. So we use these. This is called thermostat wire, and then we run a wire from the thermostat. It could be 100 feet away, it don't matter. From there, and then it comes to this one, and then this one, we run it to the outside, and then this is how it all turns on. So when we're working with any of this wiring, depending on what you're doing, you know, these things have different colors inside of them. All right, so like for example, you're going to notice that in this one, we have actually 8 different wires. All right, right here we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so when you look at the red one, just so you know, is always 24 volts. You're familiar with 24 volts?
Yeah.
All right, so 24. We're gonna call it 24 volts, and then this was called common. And common is kind of like in a battery. You know how a battery has a plus and the negative? And in order for you to power like your toy, you know, your little remote control car, both sides have to touch, right? The positive and the negative. You're aware of that, no? All right, so it's the same thing with these 2 wires. In order for air conditioning to turn on, or for anything really to operate in air conditioning, you need 2 wires. And this one is the hot and the common, or the 24 volt and the common, the power and the common, however you want to call it. I call this 24 volts, but this one is called common. All right, so we need these two wires to turn the furnace on and to turn the AC on. All right, so then we have all these other different colors, and so each one of these colors has to do something. All right, so the R is what color? It's a red, right? And normally what we use is in 2019 for common we use blue. All right, so we use red and blue. That's kind of like your red and black, you know, in the cars. Your battery, you have the positive and negative. Well, for us, it's red is 24 volts, blue is common. Now, if you want to turn the fan on in your house, what color do you think you want to use? The green. Exactly. So you want to turn on the green, right? So if you wanted to jump the thermostat, let's say your thermostat, you don't want to use it or whatever, you can bypass in the wall. You can bypass it by joining the red and the green together, and the fan would start blowing. Air would start blowing in your house. All right. Now let's say, for example, that you wanted the air conditioning to turn on. If you had a gas furnace, you would turn on. You would add the yellow. The yellow is a compressor. So then you turn on all these three. You link them together, and then the fan would blow and the air conditioning would turn on in a house if you had a gas heater. All right, does that kind of make sense? So this is actually fairly simple. If you had a gas heater and you're like, you know what, no, I just want to turn on the heat because it's really cold, then you jump the red with the white together. All right, and that, you see white is heat, so then you jump this one with that one, and you leave alone the fan, the compressor, and the reversing valve. And just so you know, the R and the C can't touch. If you touch, they'll short out. It's kind of like doing positive and negative on a battery. If you touch the both, you're gonna overheat them. They're gonna short out. All right. So R, C, G, W, Y, and O. So you got these right here. All right. So in thermostat wires, we have some thermostat wires that have, like, for example, if you count how many wires this one has 8 wires. This is an 8-wire thermostat. All right, take a look at it.